In this guide, you will learn how to add a new payee. Click the Payments tab. Click the Payees menu bar. Before creating a new payee, verify on Quick Search if the payee exists. Enter the payee ID into the Quick Search field. Click the Search button. Click the Payee list item. The results screen doesn't show any match. Click the Add button. Enter a Payee ID into the Payee ID field. Enter a name into the Payee name field. Enter the desired information into the Check Memo Line field. Enter an email into the Email field. It is important to indicate if this payee is real or not. Every payment may need an invoice. If the payment is to pay an actual invoice, this payee is real. If the payment is to acknowledge charges, the payee is not real. Click the Address tab. Enter the address information into the Address 1 field. Enter the city into the City field. Enter the postal code into the ZIP field. The system captures the ship address from the address used when the company was created. If the ship address is different, edit the necessary fields on the screen. Click the Payment Methods tab. Click the button to the right of the Payments Type field. Electronic payment, electronically credited to the payee's bank account, requires approval from the payee and coordination with the bank. In addition, routing number, bank account, and account type. Check delivery on hand. OSI will print a paper check, with or without signature, and deliver it to the external user. Check sent by mail. Buy paper checks sent by mail directly to the payee at the address specified in the payee field at the moment the check is cut. Requires encrypted digital signature. OSI staff. Buy paper check internally delivered to the accountant for him, her to forward. This option is only visible to the OSI employees. On site. External user downloads a PDF file from AlChavo.com and prints checks directly at his location using a blank paper check. OSI can supply paper checks. Checks can be printed with or without signature. Click the Check Delivery on Hand list item. Click the Withholding or Disclosure tab. Click the Subject to Withholding or Disclosure option. Click the button to the right of the Withholding Percentage field. Click the 7 list item. Enter the number into the EIN or Social Security field. Click the button to the right of the Type of Income field. Click the 1 Services Rendered by Individual list item. To certify that the user has a payee's waiver, Click the waiver on hand box and the waiver's expiration year. Note: a payee that has a full waiver or that is not subject to withholding but is subject to disclosure or reporting at the year's end is considered subject to withholding to 0%. Therefore, the payee must be classified as subject to withholding and disclosure information box clicked, and 0% must be selected in the drop-down menu. Each invoice entered for this payee must be identified by clicking the box even though the withholding will be 0%. To have OSI's accounting personnel verify the payee's information, click the Yes, Verify Payee Information box. The task ID for reference box at the end, Yes, verified by accountant, will be filled by the OSI's accountant upon completion of verification. This is a plus service. Click the Default Parameters tab. It is important to select the corresponding expense account for the new payee. For this example, use the default account. Click the button to the right of the GL control field. In this field, you select the GL AP control account. Click the list item. GL cash account is the GL bank account to use to pay this payee. GL disc account is the GL account used for the discounts. GL professional service is the GL account used for the professional services taxes. Click the button to the right of the payment terms field. Click the Net 30 list item. Click the Messages tab. Use the data entry instruction to provide specific instructions at the time a bill is to be entered. The message in this area pops up as a comment box for the user to review as part of the data entry. Click the Optional Fields tab. Click the Image button. Click the OK button. Click the Select button. Click the Merchant Registration GPG list item. Click the Open button. Click the Save button. The system provides 10 optional fields to store additional information. To configure the use of the optional fields, click the Configure Optional Fields link. Enter the name for the new optional field into the Field to field. Click the Save button. Enter the website into the Payee website field. Click the Save button. The new payee appears in the list on screen. Congratulations, you have completed the Add a New Payee guide.